Guess who's back? Nerdcore's back. Hey yo!
Sound like you're gonna break into like a doo-wop song.
That was the Nerdcore take on Eminem's song.
Nerdcore's back.
Doo-wop-a-doo. All right, part 2. This is 50 Cent Hall. The Revenge.
That's your cue.
Whose turn is it?
Yours.
Is it? No.
Is it?
I thought it was your turn. I thought we already went through it. And you,
Well, too bad. Okay. Original Sin, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Ooh, sounds
and
naughty.
What If? Number 1.
Guardians. Got a Marvel Age Iron Man Silver Centurion preview. And this Marvel Age, I'm gonna have to get another one because it's a Christmas one. I didn't realize that.
I see that.
But it's a preview of the Born Again, Daredevil Born Again.
Cool.
Okay.
Happy New Year with Kevin Keller. Number 12. Apparently the series went a little further than 5.
Yeah, I thought it was
6.
like 9 or 10. Or something.
We're up to 12.
Okay.
That's a cool cover.
Yeah.
Mike Deodato artwork. Horrible storyline. People hate that
He
storyline.
looks awfully ripply there.
Yeah, what's going on?
But that's he did.
He's like
the artwork from Mike Deodato, especially at the time. That was when he like changed his art style.
he's like
Man, he's muscles on his muscles.
he's bending in like
He's
bending in a way that I
spidery.
don't know. Okay, and this one I just loved it. The Thing, number 8.
love
Does-
this.
I loved
Does
loved
Lockjaw actually? Does
it.
Lockjaw have a card in his mouth? Is there a
I don't
card
know.
hanging off those?
Yes. There's something.
It's a card.
In a card.
Probably's got to be a card.
These were purely cover buys, and it's New Avengers number 15, and because I like the Spider-Woman covers on this series, like I said, and then number 59 because it's like an ass-beat Spider-Man and ass-beat Spider-Woman. Cool.
Kevin, Summer Fun.
Summer
Giant fun size. Just in case you were wondering.
Summer loving
That answered
had
the
me a blast.
Uh-oh, here we go. Grease. What? Speaking of fun size.
Yes.
Cable.
Number 1.
I don't have a cable, so
And
that's the first Cosmic Spider-Man, Captain Universe Spider-Man.
oh, okay.
Spectacular.
That's cool.
Another cover by New Avengers number 14, Spider-Woman. And a really nice copy of Firestar number 1. This is a book that always eluded me as a kid, and I always had a crush on Firestar when I was a kid, so I don't know. I always buy them. I don't know why.
Okay.
First self-titled Firestar. Ooh, that's good.
This looks like, I bet you any money, that is a Kevin Keller, but that is inspired by Andy Warhol and the print series.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I bet you any money. See, because I got lousy glasses, I bet you if you read that down in the corner, somebody with better eyes, it probably says after Warhol.
Yeah, it does.
There you go. So
Because I had to hold it like
we gotta start doing 3 to Taad Juh9.
Okay.
Let her rip.
it's okay.
Okay.
I'll just sit
That's
here
okay,
and
that's
give
okay.
smart ass comments. I
Okay,
don't know.
Venom Lethal Protector number 4.
A little worse for the wear, but that's
Yeah,
a
but that's
first appearance of
okay.
Scream.
Trick or Treat with Nova.
That's a great one.
And
That's
and-
just cool.
This is the Saturday Evening Post.
So that would be,
Hulk.
Jay would be Norman Rockwell. Nailed it. I knew I had faith in him.
Norman Hulkwell?
Him too. So,
Okay, cover buys, Clayton Crane, sensational Spider-Man covers. Boom. And here's one with, dude, that looks fucking morbid. I don't know what's going on with Spidey, but he's got some kind of,
that's like,
he's got
you know what? It was
Lockjaw or something.
It's nice once they got enough like balls to do a dark cover. Like they weren't afraid that, well, nobody's going to buy this because it doesn't have a pop to it, you know what I mean? So that was cool. Oh, Kevin Keller and George Takei. Oh my!
Okay, this one this is purely cover by Incredible Hulk Pops. Now with twice the rage.
Whoever was doing his covers at that time did an awesome
I
job.
love it. I love it.
There's
Yes.
Deadpool with Kevin Keller.
Is he shooting at Kevin Keller? No, he's shooting the other way. He's shooting at me!
No.
All right.
And this is a Christmas one, but it's Amazing Man.
Amazing Man
number
number special.
2.
It's cute.
It's cute. I like cute.
I picked this up because it looks like it's probably a Venom that's Peter Parker Spider-Man 49. And then I picked up a bunch of these. They're the Friendly Neighborhood Well, actually, it's the whole series. But this one's Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. It's the other storyline. And there was a time when this was the worst Spider-Man story ever written. And then they did Sin Past, and then they did Brand New Day.
So that really...
now people don't hate the other.
Oh, what's he doing there?
This looks like almost like I like how it's like Veronica presents Kevin Keller. But this is also issue 4. So this may very well be
another variant. You can tell. We could look at it. If the last number on that, or the next to last number, is that a 1, 2, or 3?
21011, and then there's a
1 1. That's the first.
There is a greater than sign after that. So maybe it did go up. Well, I don't know. Why wouldn't they just say? Okay.
Well, you got another one of those.
Yeah.
Do you know what fumetti is?
No, I do not.
Fumetti is the mixture of hand-drawn artwork and photographs.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Either that or I just made that up and thought that's what it was.
Well, it's not. You know what? I believe it. So
I'll tell you
Call
what.
that Todd Eddie.
You do that. I'll do this.
Okay. I got this one
Kitty.
for the kiddies. Batman and Detective Comics, and I got this one for the kiddies.
Kitties.
Felix's Summer Splash.
More Spider-Man, the other covers. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Again, I bought this in hardcover only because I heard how horrible this was. So when the story ended, I ran out and bought the nicest copy of the shittiest Spider-Man story ever, and then they outdid it. This is the storyline that gave you Aunt May hijacking Tony Stark's Iron Man armor.
Wow. Wasn't there a Spider-Man team up that actually she hijacked the whole series? There it was Cosmic.
Oh yes, she got
Aunt May. Or
what if it was Assistant Editors Month, and it was what if Aunt May was the Herald of Galactus?
Yeah, we're not responsible for anything that goes on because it's so fumetti is the art of comic book telling with photographs, and it has word balloons. It's just, I'm not sure if there's any drawn stuff in there. They're lazy. It probably is. Skin Tray, George R.R. Martin's. I bet you any money, this is probably some serious writing. Because we all know Game of Thrones, right? For, those not paying attention to the rest of the world.
Ooh, what's that?
This is. I saw where they're going to be making another movie.
Cool. First appearance of Blood Man and Chronic.
Mm-hmm.
You got it.
Cool.
Very good.
This one, it came from hell through the rinse cycle. Mr. Monster.
Now you're talking.
Sabrina.
Yeah, this is so cute. I like the little kitty. Like a little Cupid.
Oh, okay. I didn't even notice that.
Kitty.
Oh, boy.
So you got a couple more Spider-Man, the other covers. I don't know if this might be the whole storyline. I don't know. No! And then a Lobo Roadrunner, #1, and it's got Kelly Jones artwork on it. Cool, huh? Mm-hmm. Swing. Woohoo! Swing! Oh, shiny.
Mm-hmm.
As Valiant was wont to do. Oh, last but not least, let's see what we got.
See what you got.
Oh, this was, look at that. Creatures on the Loose. Man Wolf.
Wolf.
Yeah.
Wolf!
That is actually some pretty good bronze stuff right there. There is no doubt. You know what? I may have some of those blood shots that I can give you.
These are actually.
That sounded a little weird.
Cheers! Not today.
But yes, Bloodshot #0 and #1, which
shiny, so shiny.
These are the first first appearance of Bloodshot. I do believe.
Is it? Well, I thought #0 was.
Yeah, this one.
Oh.
That one.
So he has 5 first appearances. What you're saying? Another one of them dills.
Shut up. And then Eternal Warrior #5.
Okay. So that's the one after the first appearance.
Yeah. It's the one after.
It's first
So
appearance.
there's 8 first appearances and 3 second appearances.
Yes.
It's the variant first appearance. How's that?
That's right.
I finally got a nice copy of Silver Sable #1. They had 2 there, and I should have grabbed them both. But remember, I saw them selling for $25 at a con last year.
Dude, I think I got one out of the dollar bin, and I paid too much for it. You know?
But these covers, look at these homage covers of the Punisher, man. That's from the homage to Punisher #1.
Yeah.
And this is a homage to Punisher #1 from the Mike Zeck, the original miniseries. But they're sweet, sweet covers. Okay.
Okay, Silver Surfer Annual. He's in a battle with the Guardians, so had to get that one. Incredible Hulk 384, which
that's the one that was just reviewed on Comic Tom.
Yeah, that's where the Hulk plays God.
The Hulk is under 6 inches.
I think didn't.
Who'd have thought? Who'd have thunk it?
That would explain all.
Not entirely hulky.
That would explain all the rage.
And X-Men #1.
First appearance of
Don't make me horny. You wouldn't like me when I'm horny.
That's what he says in the Ultimates. He's like, I'm so fucking horny. Doesn't he say that? Doesn't he do that in the Ultimates?
Yeah.
This first appearance of Blind Spot, Marvel .1, but these are the variants. I got the regular copy last week at that sale.
How many of the Marvel .1s are there?
There's a lot, man. This is all new. There's Marvel Now .1, there's Marvel .1, and there's all new, all different Marvel .1, which is these.
I think I have the one with the Fantastic Four on it.
And I finally got, these are all nice copies too. I got finally got a copy of Superior Spider-Man #1.
Okay.
Oh, you got one of those too. Oh, that's right. I found that for you.
Yeah, you found it for me. Dark green Punisher. Oh, it's cool. Ultimate FF #3.
Is that Namor? Is that who he's smacking around there?
And then I also got the Spider-Man Walmart exclusive.
Archie Comics Betty and Veronica #2, but it's purely covered by Adam Hughes. Adam Hughes artwork. Okay.
He'll read it.
When they're gone, things will get weird. And then some Arthur Soydam goodness, man. Moon Knight and Wolverine. That's the zombie-fied covers.
Okay. Daredevil 506, and I only got I got it for the cover.
Very oriental.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Looks like a Japanese print.
Yes. Justice League #5, and you found this one for me.
Oh yeah, it's the showdown with Batman. That's the pivotal moment when he finally comes to a head.
You also found this one for me.
Yeah, that's a good cover.
Spider-Man 33. I love that Venom on there.
Yeah, that's my tattoo. Another Arthur Soydam. It's a Nirvana cover.
I never saw that before.
It's cool, huh?
The cover or the baby thing.
What's the dollar bill look like?
It's an ear.
It's an ear. You said an earful. And then
is it the PG or is it the normal version cover? Did he draw? What's it?
Maybe it fell off.
Maybe rotted. Maybe that's not an ear.
And I grabbed these. These are second printers. I like to get the second prints.
Yeah, when I saw the gold thing and the silver, I was like, so that's what you were talking about earlier, yeah.
I don't know if this was a second print, but this was, from what I was reading, it's a variant. So there's a regular cover, and then the silver ones came in a poly bag and actually came with an animation cell in it, too. Wow. So now I got to find the poly bag one.
Okay, you found a lot of these for me, but this is, and I actually kept it in the bag. Superman.
You don't have one of those. Isn't there some kind of hologram picture in there or something?
I don't know, but I know that it's a Return of Superman. That's at 500. It's the one that Janine bought a couple times because it's the first appearance of like all the cameos of all the Superman.
Really? I have one. I never opened it.
I also picked up the free. This was the free one, but Ultimate.
I ain't proud.
Ultimate Fallout #1.
I got this. This is the Punisher 59, where he has facial reconstruction surgery. And then this is 60, where he turns African American. And then, man, add insult to injury, 61, of course, is African American, so it's Crackdown. Crack. Man. So they try to be groundbreaking with a lot of these stories, but it ends up being insulting, I think.
I was going to say, okay, well, you did it. You broke ground in the offensive arena.
You know what I mean? A lot of them are like that, man. First Miles Morales. No, it isn't.
That's 4.
I know. I know which one that one is. Ultimate Fallout #2 and #6.
We'll save that one for when you get the other ones. They're next in line and just do them all.
Well, that's okay. I can just do the spider. I picked up another copy.
Is it a nice copy or
no? It's
Pretty
it
decent?
has a few. See, you can see right there, but for 50 cents.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna leave it.
That'll be a big book. And when somebody decides that it's a big book.
I picked up a couple spawns I don't have. So 42, 40, and 70. If I have any copies of these, I'll trade you with something. If you don't have them.
Avengers 314, which isn't this? You said this was is this a story with?
Yeah, it's where Spider-Man actually the Avengers actually asked, spoiler alert, asked Spider-Man to join them.
And then 315.
It's a Nebula story.
Yes, that's why I got it.
He gets denied membership in one issue. I know that.
The old school ones, yeah. But then this one, they finally ask him because he's like the hero in that story. And do I want to spoil it?
Doesn't matter.
Tells him to fuck off. No, it's in a Spider-Man kind of way.
Oh, okay.
Long Shot number 6, a pretty decent copy. Cool Art Adams artwork, but I like Long Shot a lot. I ain't gonna leave it there. I grabbed this because it was a cover by, and it said Hughes, and I thought it was Adam Hughes' early work, but it's somebody named Stephen Hughes, but I don't care. It's cool artwork. And check this out. It's the Enter the Dragon movie poster homage. Black Panther.
I like that. Okay, Marvel Age War Machine.
Oh, I'm jealous. I don't have that one.
Infinity Gauntlet number 5.
With Riri.
With Riri on the cover.
She looks mad.
And I found another copy of Legionnaires number 0.
Which were hot. I don't know if they still are.
I don't know if they still are. But...
These books, I always saw the ads for them in the back in the 80s, and I always thought the artwork and the covers were really cool. Fish Police numbers 2 and number 1. This is a second print, though. I don't know. And then there's a Marvel one. This came out 6 years later. I had to look at the dates to see. So, but they're cool, unique.
Yeah, well, those covers always had like an advertising bent to them. Like, you know, it looked like it could be so gorgeously, you know, rendered that it looks like they'd be advertising.
Right.
You know.
They look like Art Nouveau covers.
Yeah,
kinda.
yeah. Oh, I have a couple issues of that. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Alpha Flight 19, first appearance of
Talisman.
Okay, this one I actually got 2 of. It's the new X-Men.
115 variant.
Yeah.
So that's the first appearance of Teenage Negasonic Warhead.
Yeah.
So usually you find the...
I bet you that's not a 50-cent book.
It was a 50-cent book. We
But
found
I
4 of
mean,
them.
I bet you
Oh,
it's
no.
not.
It's like a
Yeah.
$15,
Yeah.
$20 book.
Um,
That's just an iconic cover right
yeah.
there.
West Coast Avengers, number 1.
Seems like on some of those, like as soon as you get light in the background, and then you know what I mean. They're like the one where he's shooting Ant-Man off the arrows, a white cover. I mean, they just people seem to fall in love with them. You know.
Yeah, that comic Tom was talking about that with the yellow covers. Seems like yellow covers are always real popular.
And you know what I miss that they don't put on them anymore is word balloons.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that. I don't know. It just seemed like it brought
or something to do with the story.
Yeah, it brought you into the story. You know, it's like, okay, all right, he's punching a guy in the face. Who didn't know that was going to happen? You know, but why?
Boy. We're down to 10% on battery, so we got to crush these.
Okay, well,
Let's bang them out. I'm going to fire these out.
Go.
God of Thunder. I accidentally bought 2. Possibly the second appearance of Moon Girl. And Barack the Barbarian, The Fall of Red Sarah.
Okay, Tales from the Crypt, number 11. And that was all I got. That was all the books that I got for 50 cents.
Okay.
This one I did get there.
Oh, you paid. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Do you want to wait? Why don't you hold on to that?
Okay, and I have the other ones that we got at the other place.
So, I got this, another copy of this. This is the first appearance of Cassandra Nova. I also got 2 copies of Teenage Negasonic Warhead. I found 2 beautiful copies of the first appearance of Endgame. I don't know if they're still hot or not. This is the first appearance of Cassie Lang as Stature and Kate Bishop as Hawkeye 2. And this is the first appearance of Captain Marvel's Mohawk. And this is the first appearance of the entire Young Avengers. That one's kind of a beat copy. Then, hold on, guys.
We're holding.
You guys relax. God. Venom 27.1. I also got myself a second copy of that Sony vs. Spider-Man. This book is so overlooked. I keep finding these in dollar, but this is the first cameo appearance of the Kate Kane Batwoman. It's the second cameo of Kate Kane, but it's the first appearance of her as Batwoman. Ape Nation. Janine found that for me. Ape Nation #1. Check that one out, Todd.
Yeah.
It's a mix of Planet of the Apes and Alien Nation, but it's a badass cover. First appearance of the Ray. This is the first appearance of the Serpent Society. This is the first appearance of Kyle Rayner, Green Lantern. Before he was Green Lantern. Kyle Rayner, I should say. This is the first appearance of Kwaku Anansi, the African spider god, with the Spider-Verse stuff I don't pass not know. Janine found this for me. It's first appearance of Angela in the Marvel Universe. A really nice copy of Nate Gray, first appearance of Nate Gray. And I actually paid cover price for one of these, but then I found one in a dollar bin. The one in a dollar bin's a little beat, but it's like a hot speculation book right now. First appearance of Blue Beetle, and it's the Blue Beetle cover. There's a bunch of variants for that. All right, burn it up, Janine.
Is that it? Okay, this is the only other one I got there. I had been looking for this book
Since you started going with us.
since I started going with you guys, and I finally found it. I had to pay. I think it ended up being like what, $12.
Yeah.
But I don't care. It's Rust #1, which has a preview. The very last page is Spawn. It is actually, I think there's only one other book that predates this, but this actually predates Spawn 1 and even, I believe, Malibu Sun.
Wow.
So I finally found that one. I was really happy about that. I think I might even get a CGC.
No. Here's a couple more I found in there. These are, this one's actually really nice condition, but it's the Wizard half of Ripclaw, which I don't know if these are worth anything or not, but actually that one's in kind of not great condition. This one's in really nice condition. This is the Wizard half of Tales of Witchblade, and it's the gold foil stamp. They have COAs on them. And then this is the first Francesco Mattina published artwork cover. And then this is the one I was really happy to find because I almost bought this multiple times for chunk of change. It's the first Marvel gay superhero of North Star. But I found it was just sticking out of the 50-cent bin, like literally sticking out, and nobody grabbed it. And then this one's really cool because it's one of those con program guides. But if you ever see these out there, look inside because there's usually signature and artwork, and there's actually artwork inside that. Michael A. Von Oming drawing, a little head sketch of Powers, and signed by Mark Waid. And then, and then I got my holiday ones. I got a bunch of holiday ones. Gwenpool, Wraith.
That's a little warped.
Marvel Holiday Special. I have this and I didn't even realize this was a holiday. So this one I've been looking for.
Attention to detail.
This one Janine noticed was I never saw that one before. Janine noticed that was a
Terror. Nothing says Christmas.
This one I see in every dollar bin and I never buy it, so I said I'm getting this fucking over with and bought it. This one I've been looking for it because I always love when they have the Hulk dressed up. Hulk dressed as Santa. This one I didn't know existed. GL Xmas, Great Lake Avengers Xmas. Another Generation X. They got a lot of holiday specials there.
Ooh,
this one, don't judge me.
I like that
What?
one.
I bought a Barbie one. I bought a Barbie one. What's up? What's up? And then Bloodshot Christmas issue where he's dying, killed, strangled by a wreath. I guess I don't know. Okay. Now where are we at? Go ahead. These are.
Okay, yeah, these are the ones that we got.
Those are the ones you paid half cover price for, right?
Yeah, half of cover price.
Okay.
Amazing Spider-Man #2.
First Spinrat.
#3.
I think that's first Spiderling on the cover, but that's the first full appearance of Spiderling.
4. Then I also got Sideways.
First appearance of Sideways?
Yep. As Guardians of the Galaxy
Asgardians.
Asgardians. And that's what, and these were at the other store.
Okay, then go ahead.
Okay. I got this one because it has, they look like the toy line, the Hasbro toy line, but it's Guardians of the Galaxy #20. So I don't know if that came with a toy or not. And this one I got because it is a Mattina cover.
Of Guardians.
So it's Guardians #11.
Somebody must have found that and said, hey, you know what, this is a Mattina, and even though they want to buy it, they're probably going to give it to you because you have a Guardians collection. That's probably what happened.
I think that's exactly what happened. They even looked it up to make sure that it was a Mattina.
Yeah, as soon as I looked at it, I was like, that looks like a Francesco Mattina. I'm like, that's, but, yeah. So, I don't know. I think the battery's going to die, but if it didn't die, I'm going to show you guys real quick the interior signature and sketch so you guys see what I'm talking about. Notice I didn't take the tape off, so I'm an asshole. But let's take a look. Boom. And then if you open up, usually there's a space somewhere for people to sign. This one happens to have 2 whole pages. If you look right there, there's Mark Wade's autograph, and there's a sketch by Michael Avon Oeming. So, yay.
That's how you do it.
Cool.
And we can assume that the provenance is that it got done at Baltimore Comic Con, since it says Baltimore Comic Con very big on it. Actually, this might be a good one too. Oh, you know what? That isn't dirt. That's just seeing through the white cover. All right, guys, is that it? Are we done?
I'd say that's
I
enough.
think
You need some time alone with your Flesh Gordon?
I've already watched the movie. I know what happens.
We're up. You got doubles of the DVD in case one wears out.
Actually, there's double D's in it.
All right, kids, we're gonna nerd court out. How about if everybody yells nerd court out on the count of 3? 1, 2, 3. No. Cheese.
Nerd court out.